Hi everyone, it's Elizabeth back with t0inky Talks, and I'm going to be doing a review on episodes 3 and 4 of The Heirs, and just kind of giving you my thoughts of what's going on as well as some of the characters. So episode 3, we are left with Rachel, who is throwing a hissy fit in California, and then Lee Min-ho's character and Park Shin-hye's character kind of getting closer. So Kim Tan is Lee Min-ho's character, and he finds out that his older brother, Kim Won, is in town to do some business. So he gets the heads up. So he takes Park Shin-hye up to a beautiful area where there's like a bunch of almonds growing in the fields and meets up with his brother. And that is played by Choi Jin-hyuk. And Choi Jin-hyuk's character is very cold towards his younger brother because he's, I think, in some way bitter towards the dad for having a second wife plus a mistress living in the house while his mother has passed away. And then, so Choi Jin-hyuk is kind of taking it out on Lee Min-ho. He's saying, you know, is this all you've done in California is grow? And basically it's Lee Min-ho looking and wanting to have his brother's love and acceptance, and the older brother just kind of like, you know, go away, small puppy dog, you're bothering me. So Lee Min-ho's very hurt, and then he's like saying to Park Shin-hye, why didn't you save me? I was like hurting, you needed to be there, which is like, again, kind of like, you know, sudden. So then they are going off back to LA, but somehow, you know, there's rocks in the road and they get stuck in the desert, and so they're walking, they're looking for a place to stay, and of course, you know, they get stuck in a hotel room together, and he takes the bed, she takes the couch, but in the process, you know, you get a little peek of Lee Min-ho's body, and then you also see how he's like looking adoringly at Park Shin-hye when she's sleeping. And that seems to be very common in Korean dramas, where somebody stares at another person while they're sleeping. And I guess it doesn't come off as creepy. So after they get back to the house, Park Shin-hye's friend, Kang Min-hyuk's character, comes and saves her, rescues her, because they've been exchanging little notes off of the Korean version of Facebook. And so Lee Min-ho now has Park Shin-hye's Facebook on his phone because that's how she was texting Kang Min-hyuk's character to come and save her. And so he's been like now Facebook stalking her, reading all of her messages, looking at her pictures, and since she leaves with Kang Min-hyuk, he just gets agitated because of all the pictures that they're having with them having fun at Universal City Walk and all these other different things. So then he remembers that he has his fiancée Rachel in town, and so he calls her and they get together, and he basically tells her, you know, don't disgrace yourself by having a fit, doing all these like jealous girlfriend things over him, because since he was little, since he's known her since he was 10, they were 10, he really respected her, thought she was the smartest girl, and he knows that she was having a crush on his older brother, Choi Jin-hyuk's character. And so he's just like, don't bring yourself so low and do this to yourself. But she still seems to do it because she insists on going to a pancake place that he knows that Park Shin-hye's character is going to be at. So then they have this really awkward meeting at brunch time, and Rachel basically tells Park Shin-hye's character, you know, you're going after my fiancé, you're going after Kang Min-hyuk's character, who is Lee Bo-na's boyfriend, which is Crystal's character. So she's just being mean. She's impossibly mean, and I think that she's very believable as this mean girl character, so I think she does a very good job playing this character. I think she is one of the more outstanding actors in this drama series. So after that awkward moment, Lee Min-ho drags her off, and then they pretty much go into the farewell scene at the airport, where you have this awkward moment of Lee Min-ho kind of not hugging his fiancée goodbye because he can't seem to put his arms around her, and then you see Park Shin-hye's character kind of walking in the distance, and that's where episode 3 leaves off. So episode 4 starts off with the airport scene where, you know, Lee Min-ho has Rachel in his arms, or actually attached to his body because his arms are down to his side. And then he sees Park Shin-hye's character off in the distance, and he's like yelling at her, "You need to stop right there, don't move, why didn't you call me?" Pretty much a jealous girlfriend saying, while Rachel is still attached to him. And then so Rachel's not happy about that. And, Park Shin-hye tries to gracefully, remove herself from the situation. And so they kind of part ways, but in the in the plane, Rachel's character goes back to Coach, grabs all of Park Shin-hye's character's information, and then stalks back into first class. And of course, Park Shin-hye's character can't go into first class, so then she's stuck with Rachel taking all of her info and just being mean to her on the plane as well. This leaves Lee Min-ho kind of like wallowing in misery and loneliness in his giant home, with the dream catcher in the background, just kind of like, he's just miserable. He's thinking about all the people that he misses back in Korea, and it's been 3 years, so he gathers enough courage to go back home to Korea, much to the delight of his mom. And so, the mom's been just having a rough time with the second wife. So it's not even the first wife, because we saw in episode 3 when Choi Jin-hyuk's character and Rachel's character goes to visit the mom's gravesite that she's passed away for many, many years, leaving Choi Jin-hyuk's character alone and bitter and wallowing in his own misery. And actually Rachel said that she was just so happy and was thinking that Lee Min-ho's character was going to be so jealous because Choi Jin-hyuk took her to the gravesite rather than him. So she's actually mean to everybody. Anyway, so back to Lee Min-ho, kind of with the dream catcher, and he's just thinking, I'm gonna go back. So he goes back and goes immediately to his older brother's office saying, he's back, he just wants to start back up a relationship. And that's the relationship that I think he's most broken up about, and kind of in his own way taking it out on other people, like Rachel and Crystal from FX's character and his own mother. He just so wants to be loved by his older brother that he just is unhappy, and so that just kind of rolls over to a lot of different other people. So then you see a whole bunch of interactions where Lee Min-ho is Facebook stalking Park Shin-hye's character, and the thing is that Park Shin-hye went back to her mom and apologized, cried many tears because she knew how wrong it was to leave her mother alone in Korea, with the difficulties that the mom was having. So the mom actually gave up their home to pay for all of the things all that bulk money that she gave to the sister in America for this fake wedding to this man beater, or this woman beater man. So that's where she is. So Park Shin-hye's character is actually in the home with Lee Min-ho's character. And so you see all of these interactions where he's like, is there a ghost here? Why is there this girl, this, kind of like this manifestation of his, longing for Park Shin-hye's character, and it's just like he keeps catching glimpses of her, and finally, towards the end, he catches on that she is actually in his home, and this is coinciding with Kim Woo-bin's character, and Kim Woo-bin's just been having a miserable time as well. He's getting beat up by his dad. He's kind of like partying without any kind of direction in his life. And then he runs into Park Shin-hye's character, and she just kind of ignores him because she had so little sleep. And so that's where you see the love triangle happening, because Kim Woo-bin doesn't like to lose, and he, obviously, but he's losing to his dad pretty badly. And here's a little shot of his little, upper body shot. So, I think that the Heirs is actually doing much better. Crystal is doing so much better. I mean, she has much better sense of her screechiness. It's no longer there. It's actually now cute. It's more Aegyo style, where she's kind of like more oppa, kind of like the jealous girlfriend, but not screechy, which is so much better. Hee-chul also makes an appearance in episode 4, along with Vix. So, Crystal, Vix, Hee-chul from Super Junior, they're all kind of like showing how K-pop is kind of infiltrating K-drama as well. So I am enjoying The Heirs. There was a time where I was like, oh, I'm not really sure if I was getting into it, but I think the people who make this drama worthwhile is the compelling story between, I guess, Park Shin-hye's character and Lee Min-ho. Will they get together? How is Kim Woo-bin's character going to interfere? Because you kind of caught glimpses of episode 5, the previews at the end of episode 4, and Kim Woo-bin definitely wants in on the action with Lee Min-ho and Park Shin-hye. And then Crystal's character is getting so much better. I hope that kind of develops in its own right with Kan Min-hyuk's, her boyfriend. And then you see a little bit of Kan Min-hyuk and Rachel's parents kind of having this interaction. So this is totally reminding me of Gossip Girl. If you ever watch Gossip Girl, there's definitely, character ties between the two, between The Heirs and Gossip Girl. So let me know what your thoughts are. I am also watching Marry Him If You Dare, otherwise known as Mary's Choice, otherwise known as Future Choice, and I'm also loving Secret. So those are the 3 dramas that are currently really on my radar. I'm also watching Suspicious Housekeeper, so I'm actually very busy, and every once in a while I try to catch an episode of Grandpa Over Flowers. So that's been my week. Hope you've been doing well. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.